River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Niner Nuts. I'm Dan, here along with the guys, Eric, Mr. Jimmy B. Gentlemen, how are we doing on our third consecutive Victory Monday? Feeling good?
Yeah, I just had to check with my doctor this morning to see if my heart was still there.
Doing good. Happy that we won.
I will say yesterday was probably the most infuriating win I've witnessed in a long time. I did not keep my composure very well. As my wife would attest, she watched the second half with me. I was this close to having an aneurysm, a heart attack, and anything in between. The entirety of the third and fourth quarter, especially. Like, I remember we texted that, like, good God, this first half is awful. Yeah. And then the entire second half was just, I don't think my heart rate went down below 100. It was, but we'll break all that down. I just want to, first off, because I have this little pop figure, we need to say a little prayer for Bosa. He tore his opposite ACL that he tore in 2020. So now he's torn both his knees in 7 years, and just, this sucks. We got the win, but we've lost a defensive captain, best defensive player, well, arguably between him and Fred, two cornerstones of our defense. And I don't know, just wanted to give this a little shake. And we're thinking about you, Bosa. Like, that just sucks. I don't know if we want to start there, like, because obviously we're going to have ripple effects for that for the rest of the season. Now Bryce Huff's going to have to be the full-time starter instead of a situational piece.
Yeah, I mean, losing Bosa is going to hurt. I mean, there's no question about it. I mean, it's going to be hugely impactful. I mean, he's the one generating all the push up front. I mean, last night the guys did a really good job of getting push up front, though. I mean, they did actually get pressure with the four. More so than they had the previous couple of weeks. But, I mean, he's the engine that makes everything go up front, and not having him is going to just be I hope it's not catastrophic for this team. It has been in the past when we've lost him and he's missed games. Our defense has really taken a step back. It didn't yesterday, which was hopeful. So hopefully they can weather him being out for the rest of the season. But, I mean, you can't lose a superstar stud player like him and think that it's not going to have an impact.
What it looked like to me is that, like, maybe we got a glimpse at, like, the best case scenario. The secondary, the back seven looked like it was just phenomenal, especially for having, Upton Stout, a rookie, and so much youth in the backfield. Like, D. Winters is coming into his own now. Upton Stout's really had a lot of moments to step up, and he stepped up most of the time. And Siegel, the rookie too, like they're rising to the challenge. I mean, we're still obviously super early in the season, but hopefully they can hold their own in the back long enough that the four can still get there. Like, that's what I'm putting out into the universe, that's the scenario that happens. Because, I mean, our front four is still not bad, but it's young with Malik Williams, and then Kalia Davis. He's good, but he's still, like, not quite there. I don't know who the hell is going to be the other tackle next to him. Like, we're just rotating. No other tackles really making any noise besides him. And then, I don't know, it's your time to shine, Bryce Huff. Like, you're going to be a full-time starter now, or rotate between him and Gross Matos, who's fine. Not superstar, but he's fine. Next man up, man. Got a big void to fill. There's no other way to put it. Nick Bosa really is a pretty bad loss for us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's obviously going to step in and fill his shoes, and replicate what he was capable of doing. I mean, I guess the only good thing that you could say was that so far Bosa's impact this season has been somewhat minimal. I mean, he's had like 2 sacks and QB pressures, whatever stat you want to use to describe that as. But I mean, he hasn't been like all over the quarterback on every single play. So I mean, I guess you can look at that as a positive, that it's not like we're taking away a guy who was sacking the quarterback, and had 5 sacks through 2 games, something like that. I mean,
yeah, the attention that gets drawn to him is what's disappearing, and
yes,
that's going to be the biggest thing. Like it's going to be easy. It's going to be easier because you don't have to double load him or triple stream him sometimes. Just
yeah,
it's going to be, I don't know. James is. Are you less worried about us now?
I mean, so I think one of the I think it's good that Saleh is now back at defensive coordinator. The 3 years in New York, he didn't really have like I would say a premier edge like Nick Bosa, but was still able to make the best out of his defense with what he had. One of those people being Bryce Huff. So it's just going to have to be, in Saleh we trust sort of thing, and where this crucial piece that is injured for the rest of the season, that he can sort of scheme his way like he did in New York, with the pressure off the edges that they can create and up the middle. It sucks that Bosa's there, but it's also good that you have somebody who has been able to, work with a defense that didn't really have a premier number 1 edge rusher.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. When you have a coach that he really is a defensive guru. Like, that guru gets tossed around a lot with a lot of people, but Robert Saleh is incredibly smart, and he knows the strengths and weaknesses of all of his players, like better than your average defensive coach. And the scheme that we have has been working. So say what you will. Sure, it was the Cardinals, the Saints, and the Seahawks. Like, we held all of them to. Didn't we hold all of them to under 20 points?
No, the Saints scored 21 or 22.
Okay, well, we're holding everybody under 24 points, let's say. Like, it's not a bad benchmark. So we're definitely bending, not breaking. The defense definitely is still better than the offense right now. Obviously, we're so injured on offense. But, James, I think you put it best. Like, we just got to – obviously, there's nothing we can do. We just – we can take solace, though, that, yes, Robert Saleh is an easily top 5, if not top 3, best defensive coach in the league right now.
I mean, well, you look at the acquisition of Bryce Huff, where he was 2 years ago, where he was last year, and where he's at now. 2 years ago, he was the edge rusher for Robert Saleh, and had the highest, pass rush rate of anybody in the NFL. So much so that the Eagles gave him a huge contract, to come in there. And then, he doesn't fit the Vic Fangio scheme or what they want to do. And he barely even sees the field last year. And so he's coming back with Saleh, and we've sort of seen him like the resurgence that he has. And so he's with the coordinator in which he had his best season at, because this coordinator uses him in a way that is beneficial to the traits that he has. So yeah, I don't see it, losing Nick Bosa is definitely a big loss, but with who's at the helm of the defense, I think we'll be okay.
We sure hope so. Sure hope so. Not to be so somber going into now the actual game recap. I got all the nerdy numbers here, as I always do. We, of course, were victorious 16-15, and I'm wearing my division champs hat, even though we didn't win yet. We are 3-0 altogether, 2-0. Massive leg up in the division right now that hopefully we can like really take advantage of that and use that to our advantage as we get healthier down the stretch. Mac Jones attempted 41 passes, many of which with a busted PCL or sprained PCL.
280. But he hit the over on completions, which was something that we called.
That is true. 284 yards, just one touchdown. One just unfortunate, like it wasn't the worst pick, but in the moment, it was one of 5 times I thought we threw the game away. No pun intended. Only took 1 sack though. Christian McCaffrey altogether, because you gotta look at Christian McCaffrey altogether. He had 27 touches for obviously well over. It was like 100. What is that? 140 yards. No touchdowns though. Just come on, you got it. What's going on?
Yeah,
ruining our tickets.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christian led the team with 10 receptions, but Ricky Pearsall having a breakout year, 8 catches for 117 yards. That 34-yard bomb down the sideline, that 4th down play, I laughed so hard. I looked at my wife. I was just like, well, nothing else is working on 4th down. Screw it. Let's do a Hail Mary. Like, what do we got to lose? Then it was quiet for pretty much everyone else. Fred Warner, I'm just going to call him, and Andy Winters out. Just D. Winters is stepping up to try and match Fred Warner as best he can, fill that Greenlaw void. Saw both of them making some phenomenal plays. And I called out our safeties. Our super young defensive backs are really good. And then, our kicker, Mr. Eddie Pinheiro, he kicked our game-winning field goal. Look, just, I don't know, just, it's so satisfying to know we have a good kicker again. And then the Cardinals, I just like to go over these. Just we held Kyler Murray under 200 passing yards, only 1 touchdown. Rushing held the team to just over 100 rushing yards on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6 people ran the ball. Shout out to James Conner too. That ankle injury sucks. Like, I don't know. This poor guy lost his season, broke his ankle. But then, everybody we held under 50 yards, including Marvin Harrison Jr., who frankly didn't help his case when he dropped at least 1, if not, was it 2 wide open gimmies that one of them definitely could have been a walk-in touchdown. But yeah, that's all we got. That's all I got on the nerdy number stuff. I'll open the floor to you guys if you want to talk offense now, or if you want to keep talking defense a little more. Let me ask this. Did you guys have as many heart attacks as I did? Because I know I was blowing up your guys' phones.
Oh, yeah. I was having heart attack city on my couch, man. I mean, it was crazy because, the game was just, the way that the game was playing out and the way that everybody was just kind of, when we gave up that safety there at the end, I was like, oh, well, there we go. That just seals the game away. I'm like, that's the end of it, but then we somehow managed to put a stop together and stop them on a 3 and out because Upton Stout makes a great play. And then they kick the ball down and it's not a great kick. And then Mac Jones is like, I'm like, okay, really now I got to count on Mac Jones to like lead a 2-minute drill drive all the way up the field. And sure enough, he does. And I was just like, wow, I'm like, I can't believe it. So, but yeah, it was absolutely insane. So,
give some massive kudos to Mac Jones, dude. It's like the Saints game was tough because it was his first game with us. But now this game where there was nothing was going on offense at all for the entire first half. He sprains his PCL, gets his jersey torn. And when all hope seemed lost, here you go. Here's a 2-minute drill. And just nailed all 4 of those passes that he threw. Just absolute stud. Oh, I texted our Patriots friend right after that. I was like, thanks for Mac.
He's played himself into a $10 million contract somewhere next year already with these 2 games. Someone will think that they can reclaim him and turn him into a starter or a good backup quarterback or something like that next year. And if we don't have him signed for multiple seasons, I don't remember if we have him just on a 1-year flyer or not, but someone will pay him $10 million a year to be a starter or a backup somewhere next year for sure. There's no doubt in my mind after these 2 games. That's the Kyle Shanahan effect on these QBs. I mean, it's how Darnold got his job, and I mean, it's what's going to happen with Mac. So
Quarterback rehab.
Yeah.
Next year, Carson Wentz is going to be your backup quarterback.
Could be. Could be.
He did just kick the crap out of Cincinnati, though. I don't know. He might be overqualified now.
Yeah, and he's starting again next week. McCarthy's not coming back either.
Yeah. So, I'm still a little concerned about the running game. We don't seem to be able to run the ball, but I think that's more a function of teams stacking the box against us. I think they're putting 9 in the box, 8, 9 in the box, and daring Mac Jones to beat them, which fortunately he's done over the last couple of days.
Do I need to highlight who our receiving core is at the moment?
Right.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you stack the box?
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, I think teams have been doing that and shutting Christian down, running the ball. So hopefully as we get some more guys back, like we get Robinson back this week, and then we'll get Kittle back in a couple of weeks, and then hopefully we get Ayuk back in another week. Hopefully that gives us a little bit more offensive firepower, that teams kind of back off and play us a little bit more evenly, and then Christian can really start running the ball again. He's on pace to touch the ball like 450 sometimes this season, by the way, which is just absolutely astounding.
And I saw somebody say that he's already projected because he's averaging over 60 yards both ways. So he's in theory on pace to have 1,000 season. Which is that's not good for a running back.
So
he's a generational talent, sure, but like you don't want a running back to be 1,000 player.
That's crazy.
San Francisco is the originator of the 1,000 player. I mean, Roger Craig was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
And he's one of the only ones to do it. I don't even think it's maybe only been done like 3 times where you've had 1,000. Did
Forte do that, or did Forte just have 100 catch season?
No, I don't think Forte did, but I know Falk had 1,000 season.
Did Dickerson?
No, Dickerson didn't. Craig had it, Falk had it, and then
Eric Davis, that Broncos running back.
I can tell you the list.
Oh, pull it up.
Got the list.
Yep, it is Roger Craig, Marshall Falk in 1999, Christian McCaffrey in 2019.
Okay.
Jonathan Stewart in 2009, D'Angelo Williams in 2009.
Dang.
That can't be accurate.
Was this ChatGPT?
No. This says Warwick Dunn did it in 2006, which I'd have to look to see if that's correct or not.
All right. Well, I did know Craig and Falk did it.
I forgot Christian did it.
And McCaffrey, I'm pretty sure McCaffrey did it already.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey did it too.
I'd have to double check these other guys.
I thought McCaffrey was just a 2,000 total, and it was like 15 rushing and 800 receiving, something like that.
No, I think it was 1,000 and 1,000.
We're gonna. Oh my gosh, this is CMC Wiki. It's great podcasting, but you have to settle this past all the injury history lists he has on here, and then we will get into more of the nitty gritty of this. Why is this not? I hate Wikipedia. Statistician beat me. I'm just on Wikipedia, even though. Nope. Here we go. People are screaming at us right now, just like, what? Yes, that's true.
Mom. Yeah, she's screaming at us right now.
Yeah. Well, Jonathan Stewart certainly didn't do it. That's not accurate.
Yeah,
he did it in Carolina in 19. That's when it was. Because he didn't. Christian never did it. Never did 1,000 with us. He did with Carolina in 19. That's all I wanted cleared up was when Christian did it.
Yeah, I knew that Christian did it. So some of these other ones are probably not accurate. So it's probably Craig, Falk, and McCaffrey are probably the other ones. The other bozos that are on this list are probably not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know Westbrook had a 2,000 yard season, but it wasn't 1,000 and 1,000.
But you see why he's only, again, I'll just keep emphasizing this. Like, we beat a relatively, because they lost James Conner, we beat a relatively healthy Arizona Cardinals team with Ricky Pearsall as our number one. Well, I mean, depends on how you want to look at it. Christian led the team in catches and Pearsall led the team in yards. And then Kendrick Bourne, Jake Todges, Sky Moore's one catch was in the 2-minute drill, I remember. I think MVS's was also. I think all three of these guys were all in the 2-minute drill. So no, we just.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, watching Jonathan Gannon for 2 years, like, it's not surprising that this was able to happen with Mac Jones and the guys that you have here. Like, I mean,
this even more piecemeal team than we had last week.
I mean, like, Jonathan Gannon was public enemy number one in Philadelphia for 2 years because of the just dink and dunk and keep going. So like, I'm not surprised that the passing game worked this well against the Jonathan Gannon defense.
Well, in the second half, in the second half.
But yeah,
first half, nobody. I mean, to our credit, we held Kyler Murray in check, but Mac Jones couldn't. God, we couldn't hit. We couldn't do anything in the first half. Runs were stuffed. Mac was missing passes, or just were dropping them. Just it was. Oh my gosh, it went from boring to exhausting, because you already mentioned when we gave up a safety. Kyler Murray is as tall. Kyler Murray is my height, 5'10", and just. His little body, the football, the length of his arm is the only reason. I understood the call because his whole body was not in the end zone. I understand that. Still made me very, very mad, though.
I don't really like those weird NFL rules like that, to be honest with you. Like, it should just be where your feet are.
Yeah.
Talking about past the line of scrimmage.
No, he was in the end zone and he was throwing the ball out of the end zone to escape a sack, and because the ball was outside of the end zone, it wasn't an intentional grounding.
There was a direct shot at the goal line, and it was about like a third of his body, including his throwing arm, were over the goal line, so they just called it grounding instead of a safety.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. Those rules are kind of like hokey. Like, it should just be like it should just be where your feet are. Like, it should just be. We should stop making a bunch of rules about like where the ball is in space and all this stuff. It's just like where your feet are is where it is.
Or no, wait, it wouldn't. Or no, the grounding would have made it a safety. Didn't they just call it an incomplete pass then?
No, it was still grounding. It was still grounding. It was just grounding. It was grounding where the ball was.
Oh, no. Because they didn't start the play in the end zone. It was grounding from the line of scrimmage. There we go. That makes, I'm dumb. But no, we were an arm away from a safety, but then we give up our own safety. And I remember, I think I texted you guys, okay, here comes the knife twist on that third down pass. I thought we were guaranteed to give up.
Yeah.
Because we blew it on a lot of fourth downs with them. Like, if I can, wherever the team stats are, that was the one glaring thing that I thought we did bad on defense was, are there not down conversions on here? Because I wanted to see how many conversions we gave up on fourth. Team stats, there we go. Did it seem like you noticed that too, that we were very, very bad on fourth down against them?
2 of 2.
Okay, so it wasn't that many. And then we were only 3-15 on third. Wow. Okay. Very good on third down. Very bad on fourth down. If they went for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess overall it wasn't as bad on downs as I thought we were. That's really surprising. But I mean, look at us. We were 2 for 10 and 1 for 2. And somehow still squeaked out this win.
Yeah, I mean, don't ask them to replicate this game. So, but watching this game, like, and this, can be to some of what James speaks to about their coach and their team and stuff like that, is that I don't understand this Cardinals offense. Like, this is probably the how long has he been there? 2 years now?
2 years,
year
yeah.
three?
But he's a defensive coach, so it's like I don't even know who the offensive coordinator is there, but yeah, he's a defensive coach. So, and he comes from the Vic Fangio school, I guess, but he is definitely not as talented as Vic is when it comes to limiting what people can do. Because I think, like I said, 1 week Derek Carr had a 92% completion, in the game. so like, I think like Herbert had like 85% or something like crazy like that too, like the week before. Like, so he's just,
Arizona's OC, by the way, his name is Drew Petzing, Petzing.
I don't get what they're doing on offense in Arizona. That their offense is terrible. I mean, like, our defense is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm convinced after 3 weeks now our defense is good.
I agree.
We still haven't. It'll still be interesting when we play the Jags next week, because I don't think the Jags are bad, and it'll be really interesting to see when we play the Rams. But like, they just, everything for them is just dink and dunk. It's like everything is a 3-yard pass from Kyler Murray. Everything is a 4-yard pass from Kyler Murray. Like, they have no ability to push the ball down the field. It's like watching the old 49ers when they had Alex Smith, and they would just doop, 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 doop.
Well, look,
Kyler can't see over the line that far because he's so short.
Kyler only ran it so many times too. Like, none of those were only half of those were designed runs, or if any were designed runs. I know he scrambled a lot. I think he only had like 2 designed runs, if that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a very weird offense. I don't know how they anticipate winning a lot of games when their plan seems to be to just like chew up as much clock as possible, chunking their way down the field 3 yards at a time. Like, it's just weird to me. I mean, they have Marvin Harrison Jr. there, who was the best receiver in college football when he played, and he's a 0 factor for them virtually every game. Like, every now and then he'll pop up on the stat sheet with a 70-some yards and a touchdown or something like that, but it almost seems like that happens by accident. Like, he's the complete non-factor in these games.
He would have damn near had 100 yards this game if he didn't have 2 of those drops.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he didn't help himself, but I mean, it's just so weird. Their offense is so weird. But back to my other point on that is the defense is really good. They're playing outstanding. Warner is playing great. Winters is playing great. The corners are playing well. The defensive backs as a whole are playing well. Safeties included. It was bad to see. I didn't see an update on Green today. I don't know what his condition is. I don't know if he's still hurt or not.
Oh, I saw day-to-day is Mac, him, and not Gross Matos. There were 3 players I saw got called out for day-to-day, and Mac and Green were 2 of them.
Okay, that's good. There's nothing really severely hurt with him.
Yeah,
so
didn't go into concussion protocol. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, but no, I mean they're playing really well, and the front 4 got some pressure this week, which I liked. I thought that was good. They were making Kyler move around back there, and were keeping him dancing.
They were contained. They weren't just moving him. Like, there was plenty of times where we basically just contained him, and then if he came out of the pocket, someone was there. We only let him like fully escape like twice.
Yeah. So I thought that was really good, and I'm really happy with what I see defensively so far. Now, what's it going to look like without Bosa? We're going to have to see. Who knows? But hopefully they can keep it up, and hopefully they can keep it going. And then hopefully the offense can just catch up. I mean, that's what we're kind of waiting on, is that everybody is anticipating that as we add in Robinson and Kittle and Ayuk, is that the offense is going to catch up, and Purdy back, obviously. is that the offense is going to really catch up with the defense, because right now the defense is sort of pacing the team and pacing everything.
You told us that Purdy only didn't suit up because he wasn't allowed to be the third quarterback. So, like, shouldn't we just anticipate he's a full participant all week then?
I would assume he will be, yeah.
Which, we lucked out on his being just a very light sprain instead of what Burrow got.
Yeah.
Just to remind you all that we avoided a 3-month, basically regular season-ending injury.
Yeah. There's some rule because of the way you have to elevate. They have to elevate. I'm blanking on his name. Is it Adrian Martinez?
Yeah, Martinez.
The way you elevate him off the practice squad, you can elevate him, but not make him a member of the active roster. And as long as you don't do that, then Purdy, for some reason, can't be QB3 for whatever NFL.
Oh, because he was a practice squad elevation, he has to be quarterback too.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Like Purdy was injured. He came off the practice. I'm not getting the verbiage right, but that makes what you're trying to say makes sense to me. Purdy had to be inactive.
Yeah, he had to be inactive because of the way that Martinez was elevated, so there was no choice.
Not actually on the 53.
Yes. Yep. So,
hopefully that means Purdy's back next week.
I would assume so. I mean, he practiced as a limited participant all this week. I think that they thought he could probably go this week if it was really, really necessary, but they probably anticipated that this game would be a little bit differently than it was.
Not a complete slobber knocker.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that they need him to play against the Jags next week. I don't think the Jags defense is leading the league in takeaways. They've got like 9 turnovers so far this season already.
Jesus, really? I did not know that.
But Trevor Lawrence can't hit people in the chest. That's what the coach was saying on the sideline.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I've been watching the Colts obviously, but I wasn't watching the Jaguars. Like everyone else in the AFC South has just been either pedestrian, if not outright terrible. So I need to do some homework on the Jags, I guess.
They're not bad.
Yeah, now I'm worried. Now I'm worried Christmas week when we come up here. I don't. if we're as healthy as we are right now, the Colts are going to annihilate us. That's not going to be a pretty game.
Well, hopefully we're a lot healthier by Christmas time.
Oh yeah, no. If we got Brandon, Kittle, and Purdy, and Juwan, we haven't even mentioned that Juwan was a scratch this week because he's just going through it, dude. Busted ankle and shoulder.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I really hope. I mean, we get a little bit of cushion with DeMarcus coming back because he was just suspended. So he kind of does what he's kind of that possession receiver. He's kind of that possession receiver that Juwan is. So maybe he can fill the void if Juwan can't go again.
It'll just be nice to have a guy who's got a little bit more. I feel like mean saying it, but it's like a little bit more talent out there on the field over top of guys like, Sky Moore and MVS. And, I'm not going to shit on Kendrick Bourne. I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine as a gadget guy.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Sky Moore out there trying to catch passes. I don't want to see MVS out there fumbling away passes. So, I mean, I would love to see Demarcus Robinson out there catching passes and being the second or third receiver out there opposite Ricky, however they play that. If Juwan can come back next week and play, and it can be Ricky, Juwan, and Demarcus Robinson.
Yo, how awesome that combo would be. Do you remember DeMarcus with the Rams last year?
Yeah. He
had so many highlights of just moon balls from Matthew Stafford down to him.
Yeah.
So if Ricky goes on a shallow route and Juwan goes over the middle and DeMarcus just takes a single safety down the middle with him, I would love to see an air ball just fly to him for 40 yards. I could see that being very effective.
Maybe it'll happen. Maybe we can get all three of them on the field. So I don't know. Juwan didn't practice at all last week, so he's obviously really hurt. So we'll see what his status is this week. But
hopefully he's not an IR candidate like like Jordan Watkins apparently is going to go on IR because his hamstring's that bad. Apparently. Wow. Like, remember that rookie we were all stoked about?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I don't know. Do we actually have any other notes on this game? Like, we kind of got through all that I could think of. Just, it was, we both were terrible in the first half, and then the second half we were matching each other tit for tat, literally, even with safeties, like, or almost safeties. But then Eddie Pinheiro saving the day. He basically guaranteed he's not on the roster bubble anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you brought up a good point. I mean, if we have Moody in this game, in this situation, I don't think we win. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, kind of sucks. I don't want to crap on Moody, you know.
Well, no, look, would we have
Moody, but
would we have gotten those 6 points in the second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think he makes all 3 field goals in that game. So, I mean, I just don't. So, I mean, I think we lose this game if we have Moody there. I think this is the game. You know, we talked earlier in week 1, right, about how, you know, we still managed to win even though Moody messed up, right? I think this would have been the game that we would have lost and been like, man, I can't believe we still kept that guy. And now we lost the game because of him.
100%. I didn't think about that in the moment when Eddie made that kick, but nope. And I remember saying that, like, we need to get ahead of this. We cut him now when we got to win so he doesn't cost us one. This is exactly that game that we cut him for.
Yeah.
Because we needed every one of those damn kicks.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I mean, guy scored 10 points for us. So, I mean, that's huge. So, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think Moody makes all those. So, I think this would have been the game that we'd have been looking back on and been like, oh, damn, if we would have just changed our kicker before this game, we probably could have won this game and we would have been stuck. But we did, and we got the win for it. So,
oh, dude, the video too of him. I saw the video, like, the second his foot touched it and it touched the ground, wasn't even halfway to the goalpost yet, and he knew it was right down midway, and he just immediately starts pumping his fists. Didn't wait to see if a flag came out. Didn't wait to see it actually cross the goalpost. He just immediately knew he made it.
Yep.
I mean, he basically kicked an extra point, so.
Yeah. Yep. So, no, that was awesome. So, yeah. But I think that was a real turning point for the Niners in this particular game. I mean, we talked off camera beforehand about all the crazy special team stuff that happened over this past football weekend. I mean, it was insane with all the blocked kicks and all the field goal kicks to win games. I mean, there was a number of games won on last minute field goals. I mean, Browns won on theirs, we won on ours. Eagles.
I mean, there's an argument to be had that, you know, Jordan Davis could be both NFC Defensive Player of the Week and also Specialist Team Player of the Week because, like, he got in there, you know.
He's betting Player of the Week, that's for sure.
What's that?
He's gambling Player of the Week, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, for sure. All those people who picked the Eagles to cover, I'm sure he's their hero.
Can you just picture all the Rams people go fall down? Just why won't he fall down? He's gonna fall down. Come on, fat guy, fall down.
At first, I was just like, oh man, just go down. But I'm just like, dude, like he's just outrunning everybody on this play. Nobody's coming near him.
He was
no one could catch a 300-pound guy, and he didn't trip. Just no. Anybody that made that bet that was the biggest middle finger. Like,
yeah, it was just one of those things. And then as soon as it happened, I'm looking. I was like, "Oh my gosh, the Eagles freaking covered with that!" Like, imagine, like, I said to my brother, I was like, "Yeah, like they covered with that." He's like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." Could you imagine?
I can't imagine being on either side of that, to be honest with you. I mean, I really can't. I can't imagine to be on either side of that. Just being a Rams fan and seeing him just pick up that ball and just running unabated to the end zone. Like, why are you running still? Just go down. You don't need to score. Go down. Or being an Eagles fan and be like, run.
Just rub it in. Get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
My God, he's going to score a touchdown.
He was even able to do a Lambo leap into the end zone, into the stands too.
dang.
Yeah.
Those
The
are
whole defense had actually at one point Cooper DeJean had come up over top of him and was actually in the stands, feet in the stands and everything, with everybody celebrating.
we've seen the Lambeau Wall. They're like what, 8-9 feet? That's not short.
Yeah, he was able to. He got in there. He was sitting on top of the wall.
That's an athletic big man right there.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, there were so many special teams plays last night in the NFL that, I mean, it highlights how important that special teams was for us in this particular game. So I mean, I'm glad that Eddie's here now.
Oh, dude, me too. Shout out to Baker and the Bucks. They survived a blocked kick returned for a touchdown and then lead a 2-minute drill to win their game. I just have to shout him out. James, you quiet. I know you play him next week. I don't care.
Dude, Baker has had our number when we play him.
That's gonna be a heck of a game.
This game, because Todd Bowles has shown that he can really give Jalen Hurts fits. And I think out of the last 4 times we played the Bucks, we've lost 3.
Dang.
And Baker was the quarterback, I think, for all 4 games.
We play Baker in 3 weeks because it's Jaguars, Rams, Bucks, I think. So we'll play Baker in 3 weeks, and that'll make me sad because I don't like cheering against him.
Yeah. That's going to be a really good game this coming week, Eagles Buccaneers. I'm very excited to watch that.
I might. I don't know. I can't dedicate one or the other. I have to have the Colts game and that game on at the same time, as I don't want to miss either of those. I really want to see you. I really am looking forward to seeing Hurts clash with Baker, and then obviously seeing how long until the wheels fall off for the Colts.
They keep looking good. Daniel Jones looks like he's a transformative quarterback in Indy for some reason. I mean, he looks like
Indiana. You can only refer to him as Indiana Jones now, at least until we lose. After beating the Broncos and then just dismantling the Titans, they didn't just beat the Titans. They 41-20,
yeah,
absolute ass kicking.
Yeah, well, the Titans are bad, so I mean we can determine that. We've now reached the point in the NFL season where we can determine that a couple of teams in the NFL are just bad.
Yeah.
So
Saints,
that.
Titans.
Yeah, Saints bad, Titans bad, Browns still bad, even though they beat the Packers. They just got lucky.
Yeah.
Panthers, I'm not ready to call bad yet because I don't consider you bad when you shut out a team 30-0.
I think Panthers are bad because I think Falcons are also bad.
Just the South is bad.
We're down with the Bears. Is Dallas?
Bears are still bad. Dallas defense is really, really, really bad.
Yeah, I agree. Bears and Cowboys are both bad.
Jets bad, and
poor Jets.
Raiders also probably bad. So
they're pretty much I think in another either next week or in 2 weeks they will be flat out bad.
Oh, I forgot Giants.
It's
Giants
crazy that Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, and Tom Brady can still figure out, just can't do anything.
I forgot Chip Kelly was their OC. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Chip Kelly's such a dork.
I'll never forgive him for that one god awful year. Well, he was the last coach we had before Shanahan, so I mean, maybe I don't know. He was very bad, but we got Shanahan because of him. So I guess cut him a little bit of slack. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that are bad or in the average bad side of things. So
I think Denver needs to start being worried about falling into the bad tier now that they're 1-2.
Denver's played some really tough teams, unfortunately. So I mean, they kind of got botched. They kind of got screwed on your little Colts field goal thing last week, and then they played the Chargers. The Chargers are just really good. Yeah,
that's what I was going to segue into next. Was are we Or what timeline are we in where Daniel Jones is an MVP candidate and the Chargers haven't charged away any of their 3 victories, and they were all 3 division games? Like, the scheduling gods really screwed them, like, back in April with 3 division games in a row, and now look at them. They won all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're flying high right now.
Yeah.
Herbert looks great.
Yeah. 3-0,
Yeah, he does.
3-0 in the division already. Like after week 3, that's insane.
Yeah, I know your feelings about Harbaugh with Michigan, but like I still cling on to the Harbaugh that got me so many good memories with the Niners, both of us. I mean, so I'm very happy that he's having some success right now.
Yeah, I mean, he was great for the Niners, but he's a dirty, rotten cheat Michigan. So I mean, can't really.
Yeah, we can save that for.
Say that because you're a Buckeyes fan.
And it's also facts.
there is some shady nonsense we can say for another episode that he was definitely allegedly aware of.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's like banned from coaching for like 5 years or some nonsense like that.
Yeah, ostensibly banned from the NCAA. Like, given his age, he's never gonna go back to college ever again. That door solidly slammed shut behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson, though.
That is true. I love seeing that come up every now and then.
Does he really?
Yeah,
he does.
He has like 2 more yards, but yeah, he has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
That's absurd.
That's so funny. Oh, damn it.
My favorite wacky stat like that is like the number of receiving yards that somebody has over the age of 40. And
Jerry Rice.
Yeah, Jerry Rice has like 1,200 and some ridiculous number of yards over the age of 40. And then like the closest guy is like Tom Brady with like 7.
Yeah, there's one guy with 20 and there's Tom Brady with like 2 or something.
Yeah, it's Jerry Rice with like 1,400, some guy with like 20, and then Brady with like 4.
I've seen that before. I've seen that before with the picture of him in the Super Bowl, like just completely missing that pass.
Oh yeah.
I honestly, like, Jerry Rice played for like over 20 years, and if you separated, at 10 and 10, he literally had 2 separate Hall of Fame careers.
Yeah,
which is insane to think about.
Yeah, it is. It is truly remarkable.
It is. And I realized you gotta help me with the tickers.
Oh, sorry.
I made a ticker, and then that's okay. We'll send. I don't know. We'll send condolences to people who are actually mad about it. I don't know. I gotta remember to use it. I got this fancy gambler one for Fridays now, and I just gotta remember to do this, especially when it's Victory Monday.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's time for us to give a little shout out to our sponsor, who's been with us for the last going on 3 years, Royal Retros. What is Royal Retros? It is your go-to place to get yourself an authentic throwback jersey, whether it is football, basketball, baseball, any of the major sports, they got you covered. And for all of us Bay Area fans, go check out the Candlestick collection. It's curated with us in mind. There's 49ers gear. There's Giants gear. When you find something that you like, throw it in your cart and use the promo code Shady Sports, and you will get 10% off of your entire order. It's not just that Candlestick collection. It is your entire order. You get 10% off with the promo code Shady Sports, and it'll help us out. It'll help out Sam, our awesome EP, and the entire Shady Sports family, all of us here. Again, it's promo code Shady Sports, 10% off of your entire order at royalretros.com. Go get yourself an authentic throwback jersey today. Mr. Jimmy B, tell the people about our t-shirts.
Well, guys, we've been trying to bring awareness to the lack of owner accountability in the NFL. You probably have heard about just about every player who's ever been arrested within a day or even less after they've been arrested. But yet, there are owners
an hour before kickoff.
I know. You got a speeding ticket, and yeah. So anyway, and so there are owner things that are going on in the NFL that the NFL has just made sure that they get swept under the rug and you don't hear about it. Just look up the saints in the Catholic Church and for that good breed. So we are trying to bring awareness to this, and so we are raising money for Mountain Comprehensive Care Centers in Kentucky. and we are selling T-shirts in order to do that. All the proceeds go to the charity. Right now, this is our statement. Owner standards are less than player standards. # owner accountability. $22.99 gets you that in a T-shirt. We have different colors, different styles, different sizes. Next up, we have our podcast logo art. You'll find this wherever you listen to us or watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. This will be in the profile pic. $22.99 gets you that in a T-shirt, or we have different styles and different sizes. Next up, we have our alternate logo art. $22.99 gets you that in a T-shirt. We have different colors, different sizes of that. And last but not least, how can you say no to our mascot, a peanut, eating peanuts while cheering on his San Francisco 49ers? $22.99 gets you that in a T-shirt. Donate to Mountain Comprehensive Care Centers today.
Yes, all the information that you need for the shirts. And if you just want to look at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, they're in the show notes. Wherever you listen to us, they're down there in the show notes, the hyperlinks. That, everybody, is what we got for today. We apologize we didn't hit on any of our picks again. We're still going to do it on Friday, though, because we have fun. And it'll pay off when we actually hit. I'm still very proud of how much I earned last year, so I don't think I'm washed up yet. Next week, obviously, we are going to be playing the Jaguars at home. Can you check real quick, or is it a 1 o'clock game, or is it still a 4 o'clock game?
4 o'clock game.
If that's something you can happen to pull up real fast.
It's a 4 o'clock game.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay, that's good. I know it's 1 o'clock over there, but for us, I love that. Like you were telling me last week, that how infuriating it is that you couldn't game the 1 o'clocks because the Niners were at 1. So
yeah,
I just wanted to make sure because it was the Jaguars. How crappy that would be. We should ask some Bay Area people like how crappy that is to watch a 10 o'clock 49ers game. I feel like that'd be really irritating.
Well, imagine the 49ers in London.
Oh, dude.
Having to watch that at 6:30 a.m.,
You say that. I remember when we had Kaepernick, we had a Jaguars game in London, and I was at work, and I remember going into the break room, and we had the game on, and I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm at work on a Sunday, but I mean, at least I'm watching the Niners now, like at least for the 30 minutes that was.
Wait, do we play? We play overseas this year?
No. This was like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Don't scramble.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but being a 49ers fan,
or
watching a London game, you have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To watch a London game. What's interesting, too, is about the London games, we all know that the University of Hawaii has like a football program. So they could watch college football all day Saturday. Their team starts, at 7:30, 8 o'clock or whatever. That's goes 3 hours till 11. They're partying over a victory till 2 a.m. And they're like, hey, if I stay up an hour, I can watch the NFL game. Come on. And just continue on. That's. Yeah, I mean, imagine an endless stream of football from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way up until the Sunday night game or something.
Yeah, I missed an entire Stanley Cup game one time when I was in Hawaii because I went out to Hawaii for work, and I was at work till 5:30 or something like that, and then stop and grab something to eat before I got back to my hotel. So it was 6:30 when I got back to my hotel, and I just I didn't understand time. I didn't understand how far away Hawaii was and the time zone difference, right? So I get back to the hotel and I'm like, all right, I'll put on the Stanley Cup game, and I turn it on and they're playing, ESPN's do highlights, do, and I'm like, all right, man, this pregame is awesome. I'm like, I can't wait to watch this game. This is going to be so badass. And I was like, man, this kind of looked like these two teams were playing each other. I was like, oh, this must have been from earlier in the season. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm watching, and then they're talking, and they're just doing a bunch of talking. And I was like, and I'm paying attention more and more, and they're talking about the game. And I'm like, well, why are they talking so much about this game from the past? I'm like, I don't understand. And I'm like, the game's over. The game started at 7 Eastern time. I'm like, it's, 3 hours over with now by the time that I'm back to the hotel.
I know, it's like a 6-hour difference from East Coast to Hawaii.
So wait, the game was 7 Eastern. So what? That was like
it was like midnight Hawaii, or it was like midnight Eastern time by the time I was back to my hotel. So it was like,
oh wow, so that was like 3 o'clock Hawaii time. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. I missed the entire thing, and then so now I'm out there, and I was like, well, I'm not going to see any of these Stanley Cup games when I'm working because I'd have to leave work at like noon. I'm like, how does anybody watch any sports out here? I'm like, it's impossible.
Well, we've seen the clips of like people in Germany, like in London, in their pubs, and it's literally 3 a.m. I was like, you're really dedicated for this random week 7 game.
yeah, but I mean, I guess it's what you have to do. I mean, like, I don't know what else
you know what else? You know what's funny? Because we verified this because when I worked at T-Mobile, we had, we were on the East Coast and we had like a West Coast team for our department, and we asked them on New Year's, like, what do you watch at midnight? At New Year's to signify that it's New Year's. They watched the ball drop in New York, but the replay of it.
Oh, really?
Because they're 3 hours behind, so they don't see it live when we see it. But at 12 o'clock, they basically just replay the New York ball dropping for them to celebrate New Year's.
Oh, that's
hilarious. That's so cheesy.
I know, it's so lame.
You got all the people at Times Square. Wee! Oh, pandemonium in Times Square. Oh, that was 3 hours ago.
Let's pretend we're all in the same time zone.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey,
what a weird tangent, but okay.
Right. Got to make up for when we had 2 minutes of dead air looking at CMC stats.
Yeah. Do you want any news, by the way?
If there's any, sure.
Sure. Najee Harris out for the year. CD Lamb's an IR consideration with his ankle, and the Giants are evaluating everything for the QB1 spot. So the Jackson Dart show is going to begin sooner rather than later. Oh, and Connor does need surgery to his foot.
Yeah, poor guy. That sucks for Najee because his season already started off bad with that fireworks accident.
Yeah.
Now that fully solidifies I'm going to be dead last in my fantasy league because I have CeeDee Lamb, and I'm already 9th out of 10. So now I'm definitely going to be 10. And
first on the waiver wire.
Yeah, true. And man, and then that just sucks for Connor. Like that just sucks. I hate seeing people get hurt, no matter what team it is.
Yep.
Well, I guess with that, then, guys, we'll be back on Friday with our week 4 picks. Already a month into the season, goes just as fast as comes as fast as it feels like it drags while waiting for football. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday, guys. James,
outro music, River Road, Justin Youth.
Let's beat the Jaguars.
See ya.
River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long. River Road, where have all the women gone? Have they kissed her hand and waved you bye-bye? Have they thought about crossing your double yellow line? River Road, they love the way